Hey guys, it's Emory, and welcome back to my first year on T, where this week I'm gonna let you watch me jab myself in the leg, because I guess that's what the people want. So, like I said before, by jabbing myself in the leg, I mean this week we're talking about our testosterone shots. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about it, and then I'm going to actually do a voiceover of my thought process slash actual process of doing my T shot. So, first, I just wanted to kind of talk about my T shot in general. I do a weekly 0.25 cc intramuscular shot. So that means I do it directly into my thigh muscle once a week on Thursdays. I have never had anyone else do my T-shot for me. When I went in for my very first T-shot, I thought they were going to do it for me and demonstrate how to do it, but I just had to do it myself on the very first try. So I've been the only person to ever do a T-shot into my leg, so I don't know what it's like to actually have it done by anyone else. So I guess I kind of committed myself to never having to have anyone else do it. They offered to do it after I struggled the first time I ever went in for my shot, but I kind of was like, no, if I do it today, I can never say that it was easier to have someone else do it. So I've just kind of put myself in the mindset of it doesn't matter how anxious I am, I have to do it because I've always done it myself. I do have anxiety about it every week, and I get shaky and weirdly nervous even though I know it's not that bad. And so I totally forgot to do an intro for my actual shot, but I'll do it in this introduction. If you don't like needles, stop watching here and I'll see you next week. So I start by washing my hands very thoroughly because I'm insane and this is sped up 4 times. Then I get out my testosterone kit, which I pull out my syringe, my vial of testosterone, some alcohol swabs, and then my drawing and my injection needles. Then I clean my leg with an alcohol swab. And I get another alcohol swab out to clean, starting with the top of my testosterone vial to make sure that's clean, and then I clean the entire vial just to make sure that there's no germs on anything. It's me pulling out my syringe. I pull back and forth a few times just to loosen it up so that nothing gets stuck. And then I put on my drawing needle, which is an 18 gauge needle, and I pull back to 0.25 cc so that there's enough air to push into the vial. So I push that into the vial, and then I pull back and forth a few times to make sure there's no bubbles, and then I pull back to 0.25 cc, which is my dose. Then you pull it out, and then I pull back to 0.3 cc so that there's a little bit of air and it's pulled out of the needle so that I can switch needles. And then I put on my actual injection needle, which I think is 0.23 or 0.22. I'm sorry, 22 gauge. And then I make sure that my leg is calm and my muscle isn't tight or anything. I get freaked out if it's tight. And then I tried to do my injection here, and as you see, it did not go in. And so my method is to remove the needle. I got irritated. I remove the needle, I re-clean my leg, and then I get a new needle so that it's not dulled from the first attempt at injection. Then I do my injection. It actually worked this time, so that's good. I pull back a little to see if there's blood, and then I do my injection. Then I wait for 5 seconds. And then I pull out and I rub to make sure that the testosterone stays in my leg instead of pouring out of the injection site, because that can happen. I rub it for like 20 seconds, and then I wait for it to stop bleeding, and it's good. Ta-da, I did my shot. So yeah, that was how I do my testosterone shot. I hope that was informative and or enjoyable to watch somehow. It's not enjoyable for me, so maybe someone else will get something out of it. But now that the shot's over, I just want to kind of give some tips for how to make your shot easier on you every week. For me, I literally don't think about my shot until I'm about to do the shot. Luckily, I don't have a 9-to-5 job. I kind of organize my own hours, so I'm not set to get my shot done before 8 a.m. or whatever, before I have to leave for work. So that's really nice. So I kind of get to do it whenever I feel the most comfortable during the day. What I do is on shot day, if I have something to do in the morning, I'll wait until the afternoon and just kind of not think about it, or I will do it the second that I feel the most comfortable in the morning. So yes, definitely putting it out of my mind until I'm literally about to do it is really useful for me, because I don't build up the anxiety up to actually doing the shot. So that might be a tip for you. And then when I actually go to do my shot, when I was first doing my shot, it was really comforting for me to watch other people do their shot because it made it look easier for me. So when I watch somebody who's been doing tea for years and years and they just poke it in and do the whole thing, I was like, okay, I can do it. And then I kind of like psyched myself out, like, you have to do it because they're doing it really easily. So that was helpful. And then I got past that, and what was helpful for me was to watch something completely irrelevant. So like something that has nothing to do with pain or shots or anything like that. So I would watch like a family vlog or something and watch them do something fun, and then I would kind of like distract myself and then do the shot really quickly. So that worked for a while, and now I don't watch anything. I think I listened to music for a little bit, but it didn't really help. And now I just kind of do it as quickly as I can. So my current piece of advice is to surprise yourself, which is kind of a weird way of saying it, but I've given a few people this advice and they've actually said that it has helped them and it got them to do their shot when they couldn't do it at all before. So it has worked for some people, but by surprising yourself, I mean, get good at putting all of the pieces together. So as you saw in my voiceover section, you put like different needles on and you draw needles and you do all that stuff, and get really good at doing that really quickly so that your shot is set up really fast. And then my method of doing the alcohol wipe on my leg first makes it so that that's already done, so I don't have to wipe it and then do the shot. So I wipe it first so that nothing's happening with my leg. I just make sure it's relaxed, and then once I have all the stuff put together, I literally just do it as quick as I can. Not in a like jabby kind of way, but like as soon as I have the shot set up, I just go in and do it. And that really helps me because it's like, it doesn't give me enough time to kind of like bounce in and out. I just do it before I can think about it. So if you can get yourself into that headspace, that's really good. And my theory is that if you have no time to hesitate, bouncing in and out and stuff, and you just go for it the first time the needle touches your skin, you just go all the way in, then it gets me through. I don't know. So that's my method for getting my tea shot done and lowering my own anxiety, is surprising myself. So you might be able to warp that to however surprising yourself works for you. Try that, or try my method. So yeah, that was my video this week. Leave a like if you liked the video or if it helped you at all. Leave a comment or a question or a video suggestion down in the comment box down below. I'd love to hear from anybody. And please, if you end up using these tips or something helped you and you did your tea shot, let me know in those comments. I'd love to see if I helped anybody after some time. And then subscribe to the channel to see everyone else's videos on this topic, and I will see you guys next Friday. Okay, bye.